The Knights were barely above 500 going into the Delray League. Maybe their tough preseason competition was too much, or maybe playing competitive teams was in their master plan. Whatever it was, it worked. They went undefeated as the Delray League champions and look to keep that winning streak alive in the playoffs. Juan Hernandez gives us his very candid take on a very good match.
The Bishop boys volleyball team set off on their CIF playoff march last week with an opening round match against Warren High's Bears. They enter the playoffs missing some key players for various reasons, like senior Bob Hutmaker or junior Brandon Green. And with those Knights on the sideline, it was evident the team with an 8-0 Delray League run would have to scramble to leave this one with a W. The Knights started off the match frustrated, dropping their first set 25-21, and the Bears looking to have all the answers early. With all the confusion, get on track or call it a season.
You're not used to being next to somebody and different things. It's, you know, you're not always in the moment as much. You're thinking about where you're supposed to be standing, and you're not looking at the server or, you know, different things like that. So we went back to what was a little more normal for us, but I mean, right now our lineup has been changing around so much that nothing's really normal.
So what do you do in a quick playoff hole? Just give the ball to your stud, Chris Heppel, right? Setter Leon Legaspi saying, hey, bounce this one off the guy in the back row and I'll buy you lunch tomorrow. Done. Just an average everyday kill for number 42 here and there. Or Heppel telling his team every once in a while, bet nobody here can knock this one down from the back court. Heppel took over in the second and third sets, leading his team to 2 straight wins, and the Bears literally having not a single answer for the 6'5" star. But if you ask me to sum up the entire night in just one highlight, it's gonna be this play right here. Start off with your typical bump, set, spike. We're definitely gonna see a few blocks at some point. Maybe somebody will make a diving dig or two. I mean, I thought the play had ended about 3 different times until somebody would make an athletic dig out of nowhere or a last-ditch pass over the net. What'd I say? These two went back and forth all night. Okay, you ready for this one to end? Yeah, me too. Let's set the big guy up the middle. I mean, he always puts it away for us, right? Okay, or not. Maybe your senior setter can just kind of surprise him and pluck one in the middle, or they can dig that out of nowhere. Oh, yawn. Man, game time was at 7 o'clock. I think by the time this one ended, it was past my bedtime. Finally, Legaspi muscles it out at the net for the crowd-pleasing side out. And after 4 sets of back-and-forth fighting, the match tied at 2, the Black and Gold had one final set to either win or go home. Facing the reality of a one-and-done playoff season, they came out inspired in the final set, looking like they'd put it all away after jumping out to a quick 5-1 lead, quickly growing into a 14-9 match point. Of course, Warren, they're not giving up that quickly. Forcing a side out when the Knights make a block at the net, and then when Danny Gaber comes up for the kill, making a block of their own, before Gaber finally steps it up with the Game 1 winning kill.
They were fired up coming in, and I didn't see the fire in my guys. So a lot of these guys are new to the playoffs. We don't have a ton of returners, so you know, the guys that were the returners, I think, made a difference a little bit with their intensity, and they picked it up. And obviously our big guy kind of picked his game up a little bit, and that makes a big difference for us all. We've put him in a different position, so it's harder to get him the ball because he's playing in the middle. So he's defensively, it's good for us because he's blocking a lot of balls, but as far as getting him the ball in transition, it's a lot tougher. So we did get him the ball late in that game, you know, set him a quick set in the middle, and he hit a pretty good ball, but you know, he hasn't played middle for us all season. We need to improve our game. We need to get more comfortable in our lineup, and we also are going to be more disciplined. I told him that team was more disciplined than us, and we made way more mistakes, and luckily we came out with a victory. You know, I said good teams find a way to win, but we're going to have to find a better way to win the next match that we play, because it's going to probably be tougher.
Well, thanks, Juan, for your humorous report, but very, very informative. Folks, Chris Heppel's big night included 21 kills, 12 digs, as he led his team to 2nd, 3rd, and 5th sets wins over Warren. The Knights won their 2nd round match against Miller, 3-0. They took down 4th-seeded Gary in 3 straight sets with help from Danny Gaber's 12 kills. The Knights will face El Segundo in the semifinals. If they win, they could face, who could they face in the finals? It might be a team from Torrance. If you want to find out more, you got to stick around.
There comes a time